fuck is up, YouTubers? My name is Hunt Noobs, and I'm coming back at you with another edition of my series called Through My Eyes. And I know it's been a long time since I've done it Through My Eyes, and shit, it's been a long time since I've actually done a commentary, to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to explain why I haven't, and this, that, and the other, because that's not what this video is about. I don't want to waste too much time with that, because I know people, they don't get upset, but they hate that I babble on about shit. So the last Through My Eyes that I put up was about 215 subs ago. So I've picked up a pretty good significant amount of subs since then. So I'm pretty sure you guys have no clue what it is, unless you're one of the few subs that's contacted me recently telling me like, hey Noobs, I didn't have anything to do. I figured I'd check out your video. I'm a new subscriber, and I found Through My Eyes, and I've watched every video. Sat down and watched it from the very first one to the second one. You know, a couple thoughts go through my head. Wow, that's really awesome, man. People, you know, support and like what I do, and wow, that person really has no life. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. No, I really am flattered by people enjoying the content that I put out for you guys, because that's ultimately what I want, man. I want you guys to enjoy the shit that I put out. And, you know, some people do, some people don't. For the people that don't, eat a dick, motherfucker. So, and for my newly acquired subscribers, I'll let you guys know what this is. It's nothing that I've invented. It's story time with your boy Hunt Noobs. And I know there's a lot of videos and a lot of commentators out there to do things like this, but mine, I've figured, it's somewhat unique just because of the simple fact, because it's my life. And I like to think that I've lived somewhat of an interesting life in the very short 33 years that I've been on this earth. And basically what I did, I've integrated Call of Duty in this by using World at War in the beginning, moving up to COD 4, you know, Black Ops, worst game ever, Modern Warfare 3, into the current time, which is Black Ops 2. Now, I'm not in the current place in my life right now. Right now, I'm in the penitentiary. When I was right around, I think 22, I think I was like 22, somewhere around that. I was in that time frame, a young adult, should I say. And, you know, and that's where I'm at, man. If you guys do find this interesting, that's all you have to do is to get the last video. You can piggyback it all the way back to the very first video by just checking the link in the description. That should be there, and just click it, and it'll take you back to the last video. I highly suggest you go back to the very first one and work your way up. Some people might be weird and just go to the last one, listen, and then eventually puzzle, piece it all back together, what makes sense to them. So, and that's pretty much the gist of this guy, man. I think I left you guys on somewhat of a juicy cliffhanger, if I remember correctly. I got in my first prison fight. Woo! I think it was my only one. I don't think I came really, really close a couple times. But I think it was my first and only official prison fight. At least that I can recall. Unless you call it lip boxing prison fighting. And I'm trained to go when it comes to lip box, because I'm a bitch. No, I'm just playing. So, I got my first prison fight, man, and I knocked this dude out with a sheet tray, and I won't explain anymore, just go back and watch it. So this guy's knocked Slick out. I go back into my dish room, man. I'm sitting there, and he walks by, and I see him go to the guard, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, fuck, dude. I mean, I'm really panicking, man. I was really fucking scared. I'm thinking this dude's going to tell on me. First off, I'm going to lose my halfway house, which means halfway house, for you guys don't know, it means you're almost home. Your last 6 months, you get out, they try to reintroduce you into the real world, show you how things work and operate in somewhat of a structured manner. At least they consider it to be structured. And so they just don't throw you out to the wolves in a sense. So and I'm thinking about it. I want to do it because, man, I'm going to get some pussy now. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to get any pussy now. This is no good. So, and my second biggest worry, I guess the main worry, is catching another case, because I hit the guy with a sheet tray. That's assault with possibly a deadly weapon. I mean, I could be looking at 5 to 20 more years now if this guy, you know, if he wants to rat me out. So I'm sitting there watching, kind of in peripheral vision, making sure I'm not like fucking gawking at some shit like that, you know, or make it obvious. But and all of a sudden, the dude that I knocked out, he just walks away, man. And I'm thinking in my head, what the hell is going on? The guards, you know, I'm thinking they're going to immediately call the guard back up and come pick me up and grab me, and nothing happened. So come to find out, he went to the restroom, told the guard he slipped and fell in the dish room and busted his mouth, and he needs to go wash himself up, and went to the nurse. I was like, geez, I couldn't believe it, man. This guy might be a stand-up guy after all. I don't know. So now my biggest concern is, will I meet this guy on the yard? And the yard is basically when you get to go outside the compound, for you guys that don't know, where the weight pile is, you know, you can play basketball and shit like that. Usually where your homeboys get together, you guys just kick the shit until it's time to go to bed, whatever the case may be. And I see, and that's my biggest worry, is seeing him on the yard. And lo and behold, later that night, I see the guy on the yard. He's sitting with a couple of his guys. They're older guys, they're older cats. And they usually don't fuck with nobody. You know, that's what really shocked me about this guy getting tough with them. Because they just keep their own. They're older dudes, man. You know. So he notioned me over, like, hey, come here. And I told my homeboys, hey, come over here with me in case something pops off. So I had about 3 or 4 of my dudes. We get over there, and I'm thinking, you know, he's gonna bump his gums, and he basically told me, he's like, I don't really appreciate you hitting me with that sheet tray. You know, that shit wasn't cool, man. I was like, motherfucker, there's no rules in fighting. If I gotta bite your balls off to get myself out of a fucking awkward situation where I think I'm gonna hurt, I'm gonna do it, man. Whatever it takes, I don't give a fuck. I'm that type of person. Call me dirty, call it what you want. I'm not gonna lose, and if I do lose, you know, it is what it is. But you're not gonna have me all folded up like a fucking pretzel, and I'm just gonna sit there and take whatever you're doing and not try to get out of it. So I just say all that to him, but you know, he got the idea of it, and he's like, listen, man, I'm too old for this shit, and you're about to get out. You know, people, it's only like 20 I think 2,000 people, I think, on a compound. I don't know. It's a lot. Maybe 1,500. It's somewhere around that area. So it's basically everybody knows your business. You know, everybody knows your name in a sense. You know, it's a small penitentiary, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're bigger. I don't know. I'm just saying, just imagine if you're in a town full of 2,000 people. It's like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. So, and that's basically what it is. So he knows my business and shit like that, which wasn't surprising to me. Because people, you know, they knew I was getting out. So, and he's like, you're about to get out. I'm too old for this shit, man. I don't want to have to worry about watching my back around you, and vice versa. I'm sure you feel the same way. I said, yeah, man, I don't want to fucking, you know, sweat and have to box you every time I see you and shit like that. I just want to do my time, and I want to get out. And he's like, I feel the same way. So we squashed it. We dapped, whatever, hit hands, shook, whatever you want to call it. And it was done. It was squashed. Now, I don't trust him. I still don't trust him. I wouldn't fucking, you know, put a nacho with him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I felt more comfortable because, you know, we kind of came to an agreement in a sense. So, and guys, what this here, I'll end it with that there about the story. And basically what this is, man, penitentiary is a penitentiary, man. I know you guys don't understand how it is. I'm going to tell you some of the stories and shit that happened to me, some of the stuff that helped me get my life together, because, you know, I was in a very low point in my life. You know? I mean, who brags about being locked up? You have to be stupid. So for all my newly acquired subscribers, man, this is no way of me boasting. I said boasting. No way of me boasting about being locked up. If I sound like I have a little enthusiasm to it, it's because I'm trying to express to you guys the feelings that I was having the time I was incarcerated. Because being locked up, man, it's dumb. Let's be honest. It's gotta be fucking stupid to be locked up. And if you think it's cool, then you deserve to be there. So I'm gonna break off with a couple of stories that I've been through, and hopefully you guys enjoy shit like that. And if you guys have any questions, I'll answer in the comment section below. But I'll give you a scenario. My roommate I was telling you guys about, or not scenario, just a situation that happened. It's the old guy that was in there for tax evasion. I had 2 roommates, but I'll get into that later. And he come inside my cell one day. I was sitting inside there watching. I was getting my headset and shit, about to go work out. And he comes in, he sits in, he's frantic, dude. He's like freaking the fuck out. And I'm like, hey man, what's going on? He's like, here, take this. And it was like a whole jug of coffee. I'm like, where the hell did you get this from? He's like, this guy. Well, I don't remember what the dude's name was, but it was a sissy. He kind of liked the boys. He liked to be called a she. He gave me this, and I don't know what to do with it. And I said, what happened? Tell me what happened. Well, apparently what happened, I don't know why, but he ended up going through the hole. He got in some trouble. The guards see him. They went to put the handcuffs on him, whatever, and take him to the hole. And he had that coffee with him. Well, the sissy was in the same unit as we are, so he gave it to my cellie. He was like, here, man, take this back to my cell. Well, my roommate didn't want to have anything to do with it. And I was like, look, just give me the coffee. I'll take care of it. I know who his people are. I'll bring the coffee over to him, and, you know, and let them deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what it is the unit he was in there by himself. And when he gets locked up, they just lock the door so nobody comes in and steals his shit. You know what I mean? And they come in and take his stuff out, stuff like that. So anyway, well, he was in there for about 3 or 4 days, basically what it was. And again, like I said, I don't know what he was in there for. So he gets out, and he goes to my roommate. My roommate apparently meets up with him, and my roommate comes to me, he's like frantic again. He's like, dude, oh my God, I'm in trouble. Something bad's gonna happen to me. I was like, wow, what happened? The guy's pissed off because I gave you the coffee, and he wants his coffee. I was like, shit, I no problem. I'll tell him that I gave it to his little girlfriend, and he can go there and fucking blow their cock or whatever and get his coffee back, is, you know, what I'm thinking is going to happen. So, I don't see the guy, you know. He was in my compound, but I don't see him anywhere. Well, all of a sudden, I run into him, and he's like, hey, man, you got my coffee? I said, no, man, I gave it to your girlfriend's. And he's really pissed about it. He's like, well, you owe me some more coffee. So I'm like, fine, man, I got some more coffee for you. So I get the guy some more coffee. I come back and give it to him in the cell, and lo and behold, his boyfriend's in there. And I'm going to leave it on that, guys. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this, hit that thumbs up button. But it's your boy, Hunt Noobs. I'm out this bitch. This is Get